Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Content and Creations. Before we move on, I still have to take a screenshot of this lovely build. Can we get a nice one that shows the moon? Nah. Nah, I don't think I can chop down the necessary trees. I'll try. I think this is really the only one that needs to be out of the way. Alright. It shows the little spot over there pretty nicely too. Very cool. There we go. And here's you, Feline. Awesome build. What happens when you smooth voxels made with roaming vectors? I've never tried that. Does it completely like break them or what? That's so cool. Okay. A sale? Yeah. Hey, Catchy, welcome back. Alright, so we have the scrapyard. Zacrilli, I was thinking you were just really excited to be here. The Pillow Arena? Nice. I'm sure it is. It's pretty cool. Kind of has that, what is it, a corrugated look to it. Like the, that wavy pattern. Just found a bug. When you've got the axe out, you rotate slowly in first person rather than rotating one-to-one with how you're moving the mouse. And you hold right click. Alright. Scrapyard scrap. Get your scrap here, die trying. Warning. Tetanus shots required before entering the arena. I like Scrappy there. Good little mascot thingy. Gotcha, Zacrilli. Spiky spikes. They're very sharp. I-beams holding a lot of stuff together here. That's a really nice touch. I like this crane system that you have. Holding up some sort of storage bin. We got another one of those storage bins up here. You go into it and see, oh my goodness, that's a player spawn point. And then it takes you to the other player's spawn point. So yellow on this side, blue on this side. Oh, there's yellow in here too. So wait a minute. I kind of see some asymmetry going on here then. So blue has a spawn here and down there. I like that. Those treads on that crane, that is awesome. This thing looks like a really functional vehicle here. That's really, really awesome. Huh. That's a funny place to put that. Some chain wrapped around here. That's pretty neat. Nice little touch. This takes you up. This takes you up. The yellow spawn. I would recommend maybe putting a light by some of those to indicate where they're taking you. Not necessary though. That's what this build needs. You need more alarms, more siren alarm looking things, like a light with a little kind of cylindrical trapezoid dome around it, so it kind of looks like an emergency light. Amber lights and red lights and green lights and stuff like that. I think that would definitely help liven it up a little bit, especially on this crane here. Some lights, not only some like emergency warning, you know, this vehicle is in use sorts of things, but some headlights and some brake lights I think would definitely be the thing that really tips this over and makes it look a truly functional piece of equipment. I like that you've got the treaded kind of carrying thing here. Really cool. Really just a lovely amount of detail going into the place here. So I see yellow gets a spawn here. But here's the interesting thing that I'm seeing with this map. Blue automatically gets an advantage, gets to get the drop on their opponent, because they have the spawn point here that you just get on top and it flings you across. Bam, now you're right on top of your enemy. I'm gonna take this one, and there's more yellow spawns over here. Are there blue spawns interspersed with these? No, these are more yellow spawns. It definitely feels like blue's got an advantage in this arena, because they start off with the a combination of the mobility to get right on top of both of their enemies' spawn points. But then the other thing is, if you end up spawning inside of here, okay, so I'll have to look around and see where some of the other ones are at. I really like this chain hanging off of here. That's cool. One other thing I would recommend is have a launcher that takes you from this one here back over to that one. So basically, this half of the arena here is almost, you know, symmetrical, and then you have more of the asymmetry over in here. Have some blue and yellow spawns interspersed in this area, as well as the ones you've already got over there. Then the one last thing would be some way to, I guess, get from here over to here, potentially another launcher, or not, or just keep it where you can go from here to here, here to there, or the opponents get up to here and they can launch over there or launch over to there. But I really like the look of this place. It looks like an industrial scrapyard. It looks like a place where a lot of materials being brought to be processed and transported elsewhere. You need those cranes, Kobits? No, those would be way too mechanical for yours. One other thing I would recommend, if you wanted to have even more asymmetry to the place, this entire section here, remove it and swap it out for a smelting kind of area where you can melt down the materials. I think that would be a really nice touch because it is a scrapyard. And I could see the scraps being converted into whatever here instead of just being oh, there's a blue and a yellow spawn. I didn't even notice those. Sure. Where's the let me take a screenshot of this place and then I'll go and head to that other build. What's going to be the best angle for this place? First of all, I believe you have a safety hazard over here. So are you going to build a dock off of it when they finally get the procedural water in and this area is filled in, this dry bed? Because I think that would be awesome. Another crane, some docks supported by some I-beams and stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome when they get it in. Ah, tree. Screw you. Alright, Faz. I will, I'll be making my way there in a moment. This is a really nice build. As soon as the message is sent, I guess I'll just teleport to you. That'd probably be the easiest. What's the name of that build? I'll just click to send it again. It seems like it's kind of delaying for no reason. Pinball Brawl? Cool. Am I on the right channel? I am not on the right channel, so I guess I just sent that twice. Yep. Oh well. Adding Halloween props to your training ground. Nice. Hooray! I like this place. This is exactly what I was expecting it to be. This is a fun place. I like this as an arena. And I'm guessing the spawn points are inside of here. Let's see if I can trick the tube. Nice. So it's almost impossible to get through to the other spawns. Damn, that one keeps on catching me. Damn you. Okay, fine, you win. I can't get to the spawn point. Oh, here we are. I see. Whoops, got stuck on that one. You've got to get like a bomb here or something, so when people are in the midst of battle and they get back all the way back to this end, it's basically a death zone. So they're trying to try to jump out and get away from there. It's pretty awesome. One other last final detail, take it or leave it, a stack of quarters. Like use tin maybe as the material, and just put a few cylindrical discs kind of offset from each other, so it kind of looks like a little stack. I think that'd be pretty cool, because you do have the coin slots in here. Pinball brawl. Less ping for you? Nice. Nice, very cool. Yeah, I saw that you had the little machine down there and then the kind of big version going up here, so that's really, really cool. What? How did I take falling damage and die before I even hit the ground? Landmark. Landmark. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Absolutely, Fazicus. It is a great build. I'm really, really happy with what I was seeing there. That's some awesome stuff. And honestly, if anybody tuned into the last episode of Theory Forge, I don't think we're setting the bar low to say that that pinball arena isn't amazing, or that it's you know, amazing content. It is amazing content, and we're not setting the bar low. It's really awesome. It's a really great design. It's a really great idea. It's well executed. It's fun. I'm sure fighting in it is amazing, and it's only going to get better as the tools and the features get better. So, in your face, Sog. Anyway. Let's check this place out. Little mounds here and there, mounds of dirt. Posts for whacking. Other whacking posts. Whacking posts. Hold on a sec. I think my game's suffering a little too much memory leak there. I'm gonna restart because it's getting kind of choppy. So, So, Spartacus PvP Arena. So, Countess, you've seen the show before. I'm only going to say a very little bit on it. Because it's a flat roof with the roof tiles, all you need is just to grab from one corner all the way to the other. Oh, wait, maybe it does have a bit of a slope. Well, you might need to make it a little bit thicker. Yeah, Delta, that's what it's supposed to be. But yeah, getting some wood or something underneath here, or something to help support the tiles, because if you can see the roof tiles from underneath, that means as soon as it rains or something gets flung up here, it's just gonna fall through. But I do like that you've got that sloping to it. It's a very, very gradual slope. I didn't even notice it initially, but it's pretty cool. I like it. I guess it's to the style of the show. Countess, do you still have that the screenshot handy to demonstrate what you did here? Oh, that's really neat. That's weird that it looks like it's connecting up properly on one side but not on the other. I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but those little edges there look a little weird. Needed the pit they had in 300. There we go. Okay. So looking at that picture, I'm not going to download the picture, I'm just going to open it in the browser real quick here. So we can see the picture there. Good enough. Whoops. So, comparing what you've got there to what you've got here. I like the torches that you've added. You've got the torches kind of sticking off here. That's pretty cool. The building definitely has that slope to it, and you've captured that part. That's definitely a good eye on that. It looks like there's a window kind of sticking out the side here, so I suppose be mindful of that. The big thing, though, is I don't see this being plaster. I see this being granite. I would actually recommend all of this to use the granite material. The dirt area, dirt is correct, but I'm wondering if there's a different dirt that you might be able to use that's going to look a little bit better for it. What are you using right now? Let's see. Tropical lowland dirt? Something that's more grayish and neutral in the dirts, I think, is going to do a little bit better for you. I think it would be the tundra dirt Or maybe, yeah, probably the tundra dirt. Just a suggestion. I like what you've done with the rail here. I think the rail is more of a square shape rather than a rectangular shape from what I can see in the picture there. So if that's something you felt like adjusting, making it kind of twice the height, but it looks like you designed it to conform with the shape of the offset voxels that you have there. And actually, if it's all basically stone all the way flush across this surface here, using the polished granite or the dull granite, the rough granite would work too. Daddy-O did the railing. Well, he did it wrong! No, I'm kidding. But it's definitely an aesthetic choice to keep it this way or do it differently, but it still very much captures the look that we've got going on here. Nice with the little parts going along the edge here. Definitely mimics what you've got going on in the picture. See, there's like a couple of wood boards kind of hanging out over in the corner here. Yeah. The bottom half of these columns would probably also be stone. Honestly, the entire thing looks like it's made of stone to me. I'm gonna bring it over here for just a moment. Yeah, maybe the house part here, like the upper half of the those columns going up, and from about here up doing plaster, and then stone along the face of this building, and from this edge, from this edge here, basically all the way over to this edge, doing in stone. But then keeping the rest of this plaster and putting that little window in there, I think is the stuff to really make it conform to the aesthetic style of that arena. But yeah, I really like it. I think you've got something really awesome going on here, and it's I can see it being a themed build that has a lot of use to it. Great stuff. Very, very similar to the style of what we see in the picture there, so I like it. One other suggestion. I noticed you kind of have an interesting, I guess maybe incongruity here. This wall here, this stone wall, this should actually connect all the way up to the back here if you want to actually mimic what's going on in the photo. So it would be raising the height of this to connect all the way to here, and then having the slope of this building going back down behind here, because the slope would start here and it would probably end about here, and then this back wall of plaster you'd just be able to get rid of because it doesn't quite belong. Yeah, okay, cool deal. I like it. I like it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in its finished state, or however finished I'm going to be able to get to see it, because I really like it. I really like the idea. And you know what? Once it's all finished, I bet if you sent it to the folks the channel or whatever, or the Twitter account for the show, they'd probably like it. They'd probably be like, "Oh wow, look at this thing somebody made that's a tribute to our show, and you can even fight in it. Holy crap!" Could be pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to take a screenshot and we're going to move along. Countess, do you stream or just a builder? Because if you're a streamer, then I will definitely recommend everybody to follow you. Check out the sign. Yeah, Pantera. Ooh, I like that sign. Oh, cool deal. Then yes, everybody follow a Countess. Am I following you? No, no wonder I don't see you streaming then. I didn't have you followed. Whoops. Where do I want to take the screenshot from? Take it from here. More height required. One last adjustment, the angle. The location. Absolutely. I'm glad I was able to help you kind of spot some of the things to adjust about it that'll hopefully be able to make it really match what you've got going on there in the picture pretty consistently. One other last final detail. The perspective makes it really hard for me to see. Xenopixel, sure. One last thing. I don't know if this is a slope here, but what I'm seeing is that this walkway here is the top of this wall, which looks maybe about 2 to 3 characters, or 2 to 3 people tall. So what you've got going on here is the walkway is actually way shorter than where the top of the wall is at. And like I said, I don't know if there's a slope going on here or not. Is it actually capturing the mouse cursor? Yeah. So this area, I would say, make sure the height's consistent, or determine if this is actually sloped or not, and be able to connect everything up. Oh, Xenopixel, what you got going on here? Oh, that is pretty neat. I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright. Cool. Glad to be able to help you out there. And I'm really excited to see the finished product. I believe this is the one, bedroom build. Jute bankrupting idea. Yeah. Something else I'd like to see them do, just make all the prices for crafting all of the rope the same cost, and allow us to just recraft rope one for one. If I've got a coil, I can turn it into a long rope. If I've got a long rope, I can turn it into a short rope. If I've got a short rope, I can turn it into a knot. And if I've got a knot, I can turn it back into a coil or a long rope or whatever. I think that'd be really good, so that way, you know, people who get the thing that they might not necessarily be looking for, or need to change out what their jute is, instead of having to trade with other people, they can just recraft their rope. You're a tiny little mouse in a big house. Okay, first suggestion: embed all of these into a big plaster or even ice strip, and basically make it look like a power strip. Then have a cord coming down from the computer here, plugged into the power strip, so that all of these are kind of hidden as part of just a you know, a functional piece of the bedroom. And it looks like this is the tower, so I'd recommend, for cords, you can do just whatever material, the dull iron, obsidian, or whatever color you might want it to be. You could even use plaster, you know, old beige cords and stuff. I also recommend some amount of cords going from here to the power supply and from here to the computer, giving it more of that, you know, functional look instead of looking like a showroom. Same thing here. Well, keyboards are wireless. I could see that. Little cabinet in here. Nice. Need to make some hinges or something, but I'm sure you're gonna get to that when you do. And a hinge, you could just use the like the metal pipe or something, and just put a couple of those down. Not really sure what this is all about, but okay. Teleporters in the walls, bookshelves. Okay, I gotcha. I see what you mean about constructing your mattresses. Need some pillows and all that stuff, but yeah. I gotcha. That's cool. What the heck am I getting stopped on here? Rope or something? That's weird. I'm randomly getting stopped around there. I like that. You got a little plug over there. Little mouse trap. I like the window. Can't place a game table yet. It's glitched somehow. That's no good. I like this fan. So you'd rather go with a custom fan than trying to scale up the propeller prop that we have? I'm not sure how big that one gets, but it could be. I don't know if it would be big enough. Ha, Pantera. Whoops, wrong buttons. Yeah, I got that one before I teleported. Cool stuff. Reminds you of Micro Machines? Yeah, there's all sorts of being a little creature in a larger residence, sorts of stuff that this build kind of gets at. I really like it. Oh, nice. It does look like aluminum siding. That's really cool. The one really nice thing with this build is once you've got all the structure in place where you want it, you can build in really fine detail because you have such large spaces to work with. You can do like a beautiful inlay pattern that, you know, we don't normally get to work on that scale for something of that size. So that's really cool. Okay. Let me do one little refresh here. We are done with the list. We are done with the list for this week, which means we get to do some more touring. Let's just see real quick. Oh! The Vents, you're still here. Mellow Melon, are you still here? Good. Alright. Alright. Devents, you gotta let me know which build in particular you wanted to have toured, because I definitely want to check it out, but I want to make sure I'm at the right one. Was it the arena you wanted to show off, or was it the other one? And take your time and letting me. You can check out Mellow Melons real quick, see what's new. Shouldn't be too long. It's a place I visited before. It's a lovely build. For sure, DWS. For sure. An attic down the road, nice. Actually, DWS, you don't need to learn voxelmancy to make really beautiful looking stuff. Using more of the simple tools, just building thick so you can, you know, cut a section out of the middle and paste it wherever. That's really the biggest thing. So, are you folks excited to see what comes from the Karen workshop, or are you folks already like, man, they're not going to pick the right stuff, I've already seen the best builds on your show, Neuro? Because I don't think they're going to pick the wrong builds, it's just I don't know, you know, how much room they're going to have to take stuff in. Ooh. Now that is a solid, sturdy rope bridge. Mellow, what I would suggest, now that it looks like you've taken out the undersection, you can pretty much adjust this however you want. You can redo the weighting so it has more of an arc down here and has more of a proper kind of sway to it. And I think that would be absolutely lovely. Same thing here. You don't really see the thatch that you had underneath now that you've got the rope covering it up. Okay, so of course we've got the little trap boxes or whatever here, and I see you've got some plants in them, which is kind of neat. I guess you take the plants out if you need extras to use, or maybe those are broken ones that aren't steady to use anymore, but are still kind of cool to have around. Either way, I like it. Yeah, DWS, they probably will be. Hey Mello, what happened here? It's a little sudden. Oh, you're making a corner door. Nice. Very cool. So right now I just caught it in the kind of in a silly state. That's fine. This rope bridge, I mean, there's a little adjustment here and there, I think, but yeah, I think pretty nice. Or leave it the way it is. I could see things being a little offset with the knots being kind of tied funny somewhere here and there sometimes. We've got the water spout here. It goes up through the middle. It doesn't glue onto these here. The lattice is built all the way up to it. Good stuff. Good stuff. And you've added a service ladder to actually get up there. Awesome. So good. Good stuff. Whoop. Nice. Good way to hide your stuff. Ew. I like these posts. You've got the rope tied and knotted around. It looks really, really cool. Also new way down over there. I'll check that out in just a moment. I was wagering that'd be a little changed up. Very cool. And I noticed this too. You've got the kind of the algae covered posts down here. I know it's just grass, but that's really cool. So I see you've added those posts here, so there's an easier walkway to actually get around. Because it was easy to get down here, but it wasn't really as easy to get up. Now it is. That's really cool. I still think this is a little too narrow for a Karen to be comfortable on, but I'm sure it's probably not too difficult to widen it. And if I never said that before, I'm saying it now. I think this is maybe a little small for a Karen. The length of it's fine. I think just a little bit wider would be a good proportion to adjust it on. That ropey bridge thing looks pretty good. I guess just need the like a curved rope or a straight rope connecting through it. Made the boards thicker. Oh, cool. Cool. With the thicker boards? I can see how someone would maybe say a different material, a different texture would work for these boards, because this is more of like a square tile that you would have a, like if you were going to build a wooden floor inside of here, I could see this tile, this square tile pattern being used. But it doesn't quite translate the same way as planks, so I could understand why someone would have an issue with it. I think it looks kind of cool to have the wood done like this, and almost gives it like an interestingly put together kind of look. But I could definitely see somebody making a case for making these planks with a wood grain that goes up and down, or like a trim even. Probably the wood grain, or the wood grain with planks. It's not like they couldn't change it later, the folks at SOE, but I can understand where they might have issue. I recommend putting a rope coil here and here, where these spars make their connections with the wood. Add a rope coil and maybe a little something hanging, dangling off. Because these connections that are made here, they're a little gooey, and I think that might be something that would end up being a knock against the build, unfortunately, albeit a minor detail. Or otherwise, if there's a way that you'd be able to clean up the wooden spar there. So I have absolutely nothing to say about the corner door here, because you got to do it first. You got to build it up and show your idea before I'll really be able to comment on it. I can suggest things, but ultimately I'm not sure if I would started by cutting a big old wedge like this, but that's because That's just how I work. Clearly, you have a different way of doing things, and you probably have a really good idea of how you're going to do this part. So, like I said, I'm not going to give any suggestion. I'm sure you've got an awesome idea. I'm excited to see what you end up doing with it. If we don't end up touring next week, definitely send some shots along of some of the progress. But there's a good chance we'll probably be back here for a little bit next week. I have taken a lot of screenshots of the place. Now that you've got a little bit of workshop stuff on the outside here, and that doorway kind of cut out, I don't know if another screenshot would actually be the right thing to do here. You let me know. If you'd like to have me do another screenshot of your build, I totally will, but I could imagine where the state of things is with a little bit of kind of random roaming, things floating around here and there. You might want to hold off till the next time. Up to you, though. Up to you. Okie dokie. We'll get you in a later week here. Awesome as always, Mello. You've been continuing to make progress on this place, and I've been really happy with it. Really happy to see what you've been doing with it. I don't know if I've checked this upper floor here yet. I see you've got work in progress. Because clearly it's not connected. But it looks nice. I really like the structure of the roof segment here. Definitely need to get some backing under those roof tiles. But other than that, yeah, pretty nice. And a magical telescope instead of the barrel scope we saw earlier, which both of them very cool. I like the idea because, nautical cultures have to rely on the stars, so having a telescope and studying the stars seems like the thing that a Karen would totally do. That was the storage room with the messy lattice? Gotcha. That's a little interesting. It almost looks like the spar stops there and then there's another one here, and I see there's, definitely a break going on. I don't know if that's any sort of an issue. It's a little weird with the stability of things to have it slightly taper out a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not really sure how much you would be keen on actually adjusting that at this point, one way or another. I'm sure it's just fine. I just now noticed that it doesn't quite line up 100% on the spars on this side. On the other side, it looks like it's fine. Yeah. So actually, it would just be a matter of taking the entire thing and squeezing it down one, I guess. But that would completely mess up the lovely pattern you've got going on here. Not really sure what the best way to resolve that would be, honestly. Okay. Cool. Alright. Devin, did you say which one was the build to check out? Yeah, Mellow, I do like it. I like how you've got the little the crab traps in there, and you've got some kind of plants in them. Dragon Sage. So one last reminder there, folks. We've got 8 minutes left on the drawing. You can get a glass mover, you can get a messenger signet, or you can get a 7-day beta key. Actually, 2 messenger signets or a 7-day beta key. To enter, it is exclamation landmark in chat here. And we only have 3 entries right now, so your odds are pretty good. But you have to be following the channel and you have to be present. And I normally wait 2 minutes on the roll-off. I'm only going to do a 1 minute this time because we're going to be going right into Evercast show after this, so I don't want to miss any of that action. I think everything's loaded. Oh yeah, this place. Man, the game's performance is chugging now anyway, so I'm gonna restart it anyhow, even if it didn't do that. Gonna wait for it to actually finish loading this time because it didn't last time apparently. Still loading. All right. So we checked this place out a few weeks ago, and it is awesome. Tozate, thank you very much. Alright. I like these. These columns out front, very nice. I like how they're duplicated. They're part of the columns going into the wall there. Got the Karen heads there. Those lanterns are a little weird. I guess with the lights turned up on them, you don't quite get to see the Karen head on as much, and from the lower angle here, the awesome detail of it unfortunately gets lost. It is really, really cool. Let's see what's in the water here. Wow. Someone used the add delete sphere tool. It's pretty neat looking. The place is awesome. Okay. I like this toothy, wavy shark fin sort of pattern going up along here. It's a little rough looking in a couple of places, but I think that's fine. Just makes it kind of look old and like it's worn and been here for a while. I like the torches. I like the planter, this bridge here. Looks like you're working on a some sort of a cloth banner or something there. That's really cool. Rough on purpose, yeah. DWS, no! You can build your build to have this level of quality and polish to it too. It's just, you know, Vince is an awesome builder and he's been working on this for a while, so it's pretty damn impressive. It's pretty cool. Little banners hanging down. Little lattice to cut the space there. I like this room here. That's really cool. A lot of fancy material, some swords. Yeah, the moonstone does look nice. Well, it's moonstone and Ethereum, I believe, being used here. These column sections are really, really nice. One thing I would recommend with these column sections, if you wanted to add a little bit of variance to them, do a different grain of the same color of wood to make it look like it's kind of tilting in different ways or banded in different ways. Or not, if you want it to just look like big, thick, cohesive pieces of wood, that's totally fine too. It looks great. It looks very structural, very well reinforced building. Countess, are you still here? I guess we'll go in the teleporter. Ooh. That's funny. You got fire in the water. It's magical. I remember this hangout deck before it was this awesome. This is great. I love what you've done with the place. I think I commented last time that I really like those crescent shapes. You got the 4 little gaps in between there. That's really cool. Yeah, awesome walkway. A little kind of roughed up boards here. The mover takes you over to here. A little kind of green space in here. That's really cool. It seems like the trees would need more light to grow in a place like this. I recommend putting like a big bright light kind of shining on them or something. Or otherwise to open up some space somewhere so that there's actually light shining on them, because trees like to photosynthesize. There's a big old cat head. Let's go down here. Yeah, awesome, awesome space here. I would recommend changing out this rubicite here for the mauve fabric. Just a suggestion. It would actually make it look a lot more comfortable, or the blue fabric, to make it look a lot more comfortable in the space here, rather than right now it looks kind of rough and jagged. I would also recommend smoothing off some of these edges where people are actually going to be hanging out. Having the edges of these columns here where people are actually going to be hanging out, that seems like a little scary almost. I'm not sure if I would want to sleep under one of those things. I would probably, if you're going to have the column here, have it go all the way down and then kind of cut some grooves where you'd have some other pillows, cushions, sorts of things hanging out to make the space a little bit more comfy. These columns are badass. I like it. The sandstone with the wood, that's a really, really nice effect going on there. I like these roots coming out from the water there. That's really cool. Kind of sticking into this area a little bit even. Got the hookah all set up here, I see. A big old vase thing there. So we check that out. I like these banners up here too. That's really cool. But once again, now that we've got the fabric materials, it definitely looks more right to use the fabric than a metal for anything that's supposed to be kind of clothy. So I know there was a teleporter up here. That takes us up here. I see. A lot of different ways around. Get your beer here. Is that tap actually part of the prop? That's cool. I didn't even realize. And if it isn't, that's even cooler what you've done with it. Couple of horns. We got this this little painting here. More of this awesome lookout space. I like this kind of fabric-y thing hanging across here. Definitely need to add that to the other side too. Anime, how you doing? Jinsan. Jinsan, how's your build coming along, man? I know we definitely didn't have time to check it out this week, but I know it is a lovely build. Really nice stuff with the roof here. I think you've got a little tungsten tucked in down here. Whoops. No biggie. I'll stand here for a moment if you want to come track it down. I really like the look of this roof here. This little spot right here. The lion on the building. I really like these. Those are really neat looking lantern thingies. I like the various different animal heads you've got going on here. This weird, like, antlered dragon-y thing. That's pretty cool. The rhino heads. Drooling rhinos. Ugh. Just dripping out their mouths. Yeah, this build is pretty amazing. I remember this, the little elemental crystal things. Fabric. I'm just gonna say anywhere that I see that you still haven't adjusted and switched to fabric, I say fabric. Oh no, there's wood going through here. I wonder if that's part of a prop. I think that's part of a prop. Various light sources. Chain. Horns. Nice storage room. Nice little greenhouse. Once again, though, need more light with the areas where there's plants, because they need light to grow. I know this temple's magical and everything, but still. There we go. So here's that marvelous mural, and you can see that it's actually using a bunch of parts and props and stuff, which is awesome. Then it's inside with the cooking area. That's smart. That's so cool. Alright, I'm following you. Doesn't look like a countess is here. D-Man. Did you go this way? Yes. Ooh. Fancy. Huh, I like it. So this is like a, like the burial chamber or whatever? Are there a bunch of relics up in here? Or how does this work? D-Man, what would you like, by the way? Alright. Congrats to everybody. This is really cool. I really like this build. We're getting to the end of the show here, so I'm going to take a screenshot and wrap it up because we've got the Evercast show coming on in just a moment. Vince, amazing build. You are an amazing builder. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So that's where I'll be heading after the show here. And I know we didn't get a chance to see everything. This is such a giant sprawling build that has so much going on with it. I know we didn't get a chance to see everything, so I'll have to put this on the list to view next week. sure if it's got a delay on it or not, so I'm just going to click it again. Oh, there we go. Alright, that is it. See you folks later. See you all over on the Evercast show. Once again, that's the link. Mellow, D-Man, I'll be sending out your movers in just a moment. So, congrats and see you all later.